Okay, so the spinach and pumpkin lasagna, basically I've cut the pumpkin into about just under an inch dice. We're going to roast that off, so a little bit of oil on the tray, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then just roast them in the oven. Okay, as you can see there, our pumpkin is nicely roasted, so we can just leave that on the one side for a moment. Next, in a pan, a little bit of oil, get it nice and hot, in with the onion, the celery and the garlic. And we're just going to sweat that down, and then we'll add the tomato. See now the onions are sweated down, so we're just adding the tomatoes. Basically just let that reduce by half now. Right, as you can see now that was reduced by half, so we'll put that to one side. What we're going to do next is sweat the spinach down, so a little bit of oil in the pan, a little bit of butter, just get it sizzling, like so. Then in with the washed spinach. Just sweat that off, just gently, just so it's nice and moist. A little bit of seasoning. And just carry on cooking until that's sweated down. Okay, so now that we've got all our ingredients together, we can start to build. So first of all, we're going to put our lasagna sheets in the bottom of our tray. Just a nice covering. Next, some of our roasted pumpkin, give it a good scattering so that every portion gets an even amounts of ingredients. And a nice coating of our tomato sauce over. And then on with our spinach, again, just making sure we've got a good even layer, as much as we can, so that every portion gets even amounts of ingredients. Our pre-made bechamel, either you're going to buy it or we're going to make it, then just a nice coating of that across. A little sprinkling of our cheese, even coating of cheese, a little bit of seasoning in each layer, and then we're going to repeat that process 2 more times. Okay, so there we have our 3 layers. So now we're going to put our top on. Depending on the size of the dish, you might have to just snap a couple of these down, just to fit. Okay, so that's in there. And we'll get a nice coating of our bechamel and our cheese. Finish that off, and then we're just going to bake it. Make sure we get it all coated so that we get all the half crispy bits around the edge. A nice coating of our cheese. Final seasoning. And we'll pop that in the oven to bake. Probably going to take about 30 to 50 minutes. You don't want it too high so it doesn't all bubble all over the oven. Probably about 160, 170. So we're going to do the garlic bread now. So what we've done here, we've just softened our chopped butter, chopped parsley and our chopped garlic and made a nice garlic butter paste. I've cut the ciabatta into nice sort of triangle wedges. So So it will stand up on the plate as so. So basically what we're going to do now is spread a generous amount of garlic butter onto here. Try and cover all the corners so it doesn't burn as it's baking in the oven. So a generous amount because it will soak into the bread and be really moorish. So that's how, straight like that, and then we're just going to bake it in the oven for about 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, so we've cut our portion out. It's about 2 inches by 2 inches. Basically now we're just going to dress that. So it's a little bit of mixed leaf on the top. Just going to dress in a little bit of olive oil. Garlic bread, baked, nice and hot on the side, and then just a little basil oil. Don't do what I've just done and spread it all over the plate. And then just make sure the plate is clean before it goes. Just the pepper.